What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Triple T podcast for knife makers. My name is Jerid Sandoval from Echo Blades, and again, this week, special guest Denis Tyrell from Tyrell Knifeworks joining us for a sneak peek.
Yo,
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good, actually. I
Yeah.
got so much good news today, you wouldn't believe it.
Oh, shit. Why don't you tone it down a little bit, buddy? Blowing my ears off here. This is a little intense here for you. You drink it again?
Yeah, yes.
This is good news, guys.
No, I got my taxes back today, and for the first time in I think 10 years, I'm actually getting money back.
You lied.
I did not lie, no. And not just a little bit, it's a lot. So, because it was one of those, it's a transitional year. So, yeah, it's,
Oh no, yeah. I guess that could work out. That's mathing up in my brain.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's exciting. It's gonna pay for our Italy trip in September.
Oh Lord, Italy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you're really doing it, Dennis. I just got my Cabo hat off to you. He's wearing a Cabo hat. It's really Canadian, dude. It's like as colorful as my vest.
What do you mean? It's not Canadian. It's Mexico.
No,
It's
it's
your heritage.
no. That the name is of my people, but that was bought
Oh,
off of a
it's a
tent.
white guy Cabo hat.
100%. It was hanging on a tent as you walked by, getting off the plane. I could tell.
No, I
Or
bought this at the resort.
I
I
was gonna
tell
say,
you.
or the resort hat. Yeah, it's only two options. It was right next to the Nacho Libre luchador masks.
Yeah, I bought one of those too.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's
Kim
the
likes it when I
best. I
Kim likes it
love
when I
it.
wear it in bed.
It's fantastic.
So how was your week? What's new with you?
Nothing. I am probably the most boringest person in the world this week.
Not probably.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I can have fun all by myself normally, but it's been pretty uneventful over here. I know that makes for awesome podcasting and great storytelling, but I'm pretty sure I can. I'm a pretty honest guy, but I might have to lie a little bit today, just to kind of make up some fun stuff. But I did read a fun fact right now as we were prepping for the show.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that the average man spends 7 hours a year in the shitter just to find some peace and quiet?
I don't believe it. I think it's much longer than 7 hours.
I was gonna say you must be the happiest dude on earth. 'Cause
and I think that proportionally goes up if you have children.
oh my god, yeah. My shitter time's down now that the kids are a little older, but yeah, for sure. I think that's an understatement. 7 hours a year, that's like,
I think
maybe
I could do that in a quarter.
yeah, that's like 14 sessions. That's it, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
That
if you bring your phone with you, forget about it.
oh yeah. That's over. That's over. I'm just curious, is anybody else so happy in their life they don't hide in the shitter? Let us know.
And for how long?
Yeah, and for how long? Yeah. When are you done and when do you leave? What's the delta? That's what we want to know.
What's the over under?
Yeah.
So shitters for silence. That's going to be the name of this episode.
There you go. Good job. Every now and again you come up with one. Didn't you name last week's too? All by
Yes,
yourself?
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't even get your input.
That's so good. This is such an equal contribution kind of thing here we got going. Dennis, it's beautiful.
Did you do anything shop? Well, you did a little bit of shop related stuff because you came over yesterday and we forged. No, Saturday. What day is it today?
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday.
You fucking retired people.
Honestly, I have to, if I'm not on the computer or like, I really have to check what day it is because
You're on the computer right now.
I know. That's why I know what day it is.
Yeah. No, Saturday, yeah, I didn't get over there as early as I wanted to. Had some things I had to do in the morning. But yeah, we got over. I was fucking tired. Last week was a recoup week from all the traveling, and again back to more awesome work stuff, long days and a lot of things going on. But so I was kind of whooped on Saturday. But yeah, I got over to your house, and you were forging some Damascus. You were doing the dagger, huh?
Well, I started before you got there. I was doing the butt cap for the big buoy. This is a little
Oh yeah, yeah,
Damascus butt cap that I had to
yeah.
just kind of forge and make a little oval shape. So I was just finishing that up when you arrived, and then I was putting the dagger in, the last forge weld on the dagger.
Yeah. So I had a couple things that were obviously in some form of a Jerid phase, and through a I have no idea when I started that. Like I believe that I started it at your house one time, and then we just ran out of
Yeah,
time. Or
I vaguely
I,
remember. It's been a few months.
yeah, it's been a while. I think maybe like work happened and I didn't get to it. Kind of like the railroad spike knife. Anyways, it was in my bag. I threw it in there. Needed to be finished, and yeah, I got to it, man. And I tell you what, that was a really, really, really cool forging session for me because I it was it was still kind of shaped. The tip was forged in. It was pretty thick, and um, I just got busy working with it. And I must say that even though some time has passed since I was last forging, this was good. What is the word? Feedback now, like good.
Good refresher.
No, I don't know. I'll think of it in a minute. But yeah, it was a good feeling to put it in. I guess I was more saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm thinking. And then Dennis would kind of give me the nod. And for the most part, I was on the right track. And it was really cool to see the metal do what I intended it to do. And for the most part, I mean,
Yeah,
there was a lot of, probably some areas where I was maybe going too hard in one place, or but yeah, for the most part, like the process was still there. I was seeing the next steps, making it do what I wanted to do, and it came out pretty damn good.
yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, I was really, really, really pleased with it. I think we were just there about an hour. Oh, and then I got here's a funny thing, right? So I don't. I mean, I have a currently right now. Most of my interaction with people is that aren't knife makers, right? So if I tell somebody, hey, oh hey, I forged a knife this week, they're, oh, that's great, and then I pulled back my ear because I showed my war wound. I caught a piece of hot slag, like right off the bat too, and it
Oh
popped
yeah,
up.
I got to tell this story. So Jared's hammering away, and all of a sudden he hammers. He looks down and he starts doing this crazy dance, and I'm like, "What?" Like that. It's not unusual for Jared to break into dance for no reason.
Yeah,
And then I'm like, are you swatting a fly? And then I realized that, yeah, you've got some hot slag behind the ear.
it was a trip because yeah, I was doing a fancy dance. Like it wasn't quite like a spider dance, like like something was crawling on me. But the weird part was that I felt it, but I got these new headphones they're called conduction headphones, so they don't actually sit over your ears. They kind of rest on in front of your ear on your cheekbone,
Mhm.
and they're like use vibration. Um, but they sound pretty good. And so I was testing them out. So the whole time we were forging and stuff, I had music kind of low key playing in the back, but it's not over your ears, so it's not ear protection. Um, but while that was happening, I could feel the pain in my ear, and then I could hear my hair sizzling. That's what was freaking me out. That's why it wasn't really like it hurt that bad, but like I could hear this, and I wasn't sure if I was melting the headphones that were kind of resting on the back, or my hair was going. I figured out it was my hair, but yeah, that sucked. So, anyways, I'm telling a handful of people, oh yeah, I was fortunate knife. I got hot steel, flying all over it. It's burned my ear, and I show them the back of my ear because you were right. I couldn't see it until later that night, but it looked like somebody heated up the back of a pencil and just like plugged me in the back of the ear with it. It's pretty about that size, like
Yeah.
perfect size. Like I can erase a pencil eraser, and I'd tell a story and I'd get a bunch of oohs and ahs and like, oh my god. And then today I was talking to Brent,
And he said,
and I
"Don't be a bitch."
and oh my god, and I was like, we're FaceTiming, and I was kind of like, like messing with the back of my ear, and I'm like, man, this thing. And he's like, oh my god, you pussy. And then he's like, I'm like, do you see it? And he's like, bro, and he like puts his arms up, and he's like, this is from Swage blog. This is from this. This is. I was like, all right, touche. All right, no one gives a shit. We all got fucking slag marks all over our arms, legs, and feet and shit, just showing how safe we actually are.
Yeah. I
And
got
no one,
cuts all over my hands right now
yeah,
from
cuts,
working
I
on those
guess.
blades.
Yeah, cuts I get, but yeah, that was the slag thing. It's fairly new to me, so fuck off. Yeah. It's a war wound. Still got one, from hanging with Micah, and so yeah, but I get it, guys. All right, I'm a bitch, and no one
Those are
cares.
badges of honor.
Yeah,
Stop your bitching.
yeah, it was cool. It's a good story though,
Yeah.
but it's
I
way more interesting to tell people that don't make knives. It
Of
sounds way
course.
cooler. Yeah,
Yes. What did I Oh yeah, I went hunting this week. First time in a couple of years I gone hunting.
I
Uh,
was surprised to hear that you go hunting by yourself.
why?
I just, I don't know. But just,
I uh,
I always
I
think it's like a buddy system.
No, not turkey hunting. I prefer to turkey hunt by myself because I feel like no one is quieter than me. So if I go with somebody else, the only thing I hear is them making noise. And with turkey, you got to be like fucking daredevil. Like you got to be like super quiet, um, very quiet, no movement, and just look with your eyes, not your head. So
Sounds riveting, dude. Just
it it's
you
really
just
fun.
you go
It's
out
just
to you go out to the wild and just sit there and sit there.
Yeah,
That's great.
and well, it's very interactive. You hearing turkeys. Was hearing like six turkeys gobble, and I'm calling.
Give
I'm
me the
being the
call.
female. I'm trying to.
Oh yeah. Tell me more.
I'm trying to lure in the males.
What's up, turkey? Gobble gobble gobble.
No, no, only males gobble.
What do the chicks do, Dennis?
If I had a turkey call, I'd do it, but I
You
don't
could
have
make you could sound it. What is that? Oh yeah.
it. Kind of, yeah.
I could just see you're not that like stealthy anymore, no matter what you think, right? I could just see you hiding in the bush, just oh yeah.
I think the Turkey Calling Federation is gonna give you hate mail. So anyway, back to my story. Yes, there was lots
Uh-huh.
of lots of calling back and forth, but they just would not come in. After opening weekend, they've had enough of hunters on that public land. So
I think the
I could have hit one with the car on the way out, though.
that's got to be a little irritating.
Yeah, if I had my shotgun beside me, I could have shot it out the window. It was a Jake, but
Uh,
um, yeah, but it was fun. I saw a coyote. I saw a bunch of rabbits. Um, yeah, coyote was like 40, 30 yards from me.
oh,
He didn't even see me.
you're,
So
you're you're a ninja, dude.
hey,
It's all those damn Wakazakis you've been making.
I was well hidden, but it was fun. It was really fun, and I'm glad I went. And yeah, I might even go next week. We'll see. So Maybe,
I'm happy for you. Inside, I'm this mother. But I'm happy someone's doing it, right? And that's where my heart wants to be.
either actually once it starts getting warmer, I'm thinking, oh, I'm just gonna take the jet skis out, or take the jet ski out and go fishing on the Delta.
All right, now you're just being a dick. Yeah,
Uh,
that's all funny. Some dude. I was getting gas. I think it was Monday morning or something like that. What day is it?
Monday.
Oh, this must have been. I don't know when this was though. It wasn't this morning. I don't think it was. Anyway, some dude was pulling up. It was early in the morning. Some dude was pulling up to the gas pump, and he had a truck and a big bass boat. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I just couldn't help myself, and I was just like, "Hey, just just checking, man. You want to switch?"
This
He
was a
was like,
work day, I assume.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a work day. He's like, "Yeah, no, not interested." And I'm like, well, "I don't fucking blame you, Dick. Whatever." But
Uh, yeah.
that's funny.
I got to take the jet skis in next week for some service, and then they'll be ready to go.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So hunting, that's great. That's super cool. I think that just tells me you have major control issues that no one knows about, that you got to go hunting by yourself, but that's cool.
Well, I don't know any. Well, I guess it could take Parker, but yeah, that's not happening. Talk about people that can't shut the fuck up.
I was gonna thank you for saying it.
Yeah, I've taken him a few times. We've come close to getting him a turkey, but no.
Hmm.
But,
All right.
well, you
Again.
know what I was thinking is funny because coming back. So I hunt in at Red Hills, which you probably don't know where that is. It's
I
like
don't.
120 on the way to Yosemite,
Okay.
and I go through Oakdale. And when I'm driving through Oakdale, I'm like, "Hey, Kelly's around here. I should stop by
Hmm.
and say hi to her." And but it was like 9 in the morning, and I wasn't going to just drop in. And then Rick calls me today and says he's going to Kelly's tomorrow. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll tag along. And he said, sure.
No way.
Yeah,
Tag along Tyrell and find
I,
himself.
I knew you were going to say
Oh,
that.
get
I,
out of here.
so yeah, I'm going to Kelly's tomorrow. This is Kelly Vermeer Vella for everybody else,
Yes.
um, who is, I think, the
You
first.
got it. I don't think if I didn't talk about it, you have to have her show you those handle scales. Hopefully she has some that she has a friend that's making these scales that glow in the dark. It's like a manzanita or something. I had told her I had a bunch of manzanita that I would a couple pieces that I would give to her to make those things. If her friend was interested, they're dope. They're really dope. They just beautiful, and
Oh,
she put them under the black light or whatever, and they light up super cool. Because
nice.
oddly I was like, hey, yeah, because she was in Texas, and I wanted to. I was like, yeah, we got to get up there. I was like, forget Dennis. I'm just gonna hit you up. We'll go. And then now look at this. So that's cool. That's
Yeah,
awesome, man. She's got an amazing shop. Uh, and
yeah,
that sounds fun. Maybe I'll call in sick.
yeah. Because I asked Rick what they were doing, and he's like, "Oh, they're just going to trade skills back and forth, like a few techniques. They each of them want to learn from each other." And I'm like, "Oh, well, sounds like a free class to me."
There you go.
So yeah, I think it'd be fun.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it's we should definitely too close not to be hanging out. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. She's like 40 minutes from us, maybe 45 from me.
More an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Modesto's 45 minutes. She's about 15, 20 past that.
I guess.
Anyways, it's close. It's fucking close.
Yeah, but you don't go through Modesto.
Okay.
Modesto's the other direction. You don't know what you're talking about.
I do, but it's all right.
Um, but so I was getting together a few things that I was going to bring tomorrow, and one of them was that dagger that I forged. So I wanted to at least get a look at it. And remember, I told you I was a little.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little worried that so the pattern on this dagger, it's like the C's turned into S's, like really, really high layer count C's, and then made into S's, and then those are stacked on top. So it should be this snaky S. The problem is I'm like, I don't know, OCD about something being very symmetrical for a dagger. And this is like kind of like a snaky S down the dagger. And I just don't know how I feel about it. I'll have
Yeah,
to.
the way we were looking at it, like that point has to end like perfectly in order for it to like
I,
work out.
I don't think that's going to be it. I really, it, I need to. That's why I'm bringing it, because I want to show it to Kelly and Rick and say, like, do you think the S is purposeful enough that it's not trying to be symmetrical, or does it look like a fucked up symmetrical, like a fucked up pattern? That's because to me, like, it's definitely not.
It needs to like almost link, huh? In order to, it doesn't
It doesn't come in, and
yeah, in and out good enough, right?
yeah, and it's. I think I'm just going to go with it and just make it. Like, the pattern itself is
It's
phenomenal.
nice. Yes, I agree.
When you see it, you'll be even more impressed, because there's a couple places that it really stretched out, like really cool.
Okay.
Um, so I'm excited about the pattern, and it's already in dagger shape, so it's not like I can make a buoy or something out of it. Plus, I have this plan to make it a keyhole. So the only other thing I was thinking of is, like, maybe I could make it like a bayonet or something,
Okay.
but um, yeah, I don't. I want to make it a key, and there's like a keyhole bayonet. That sounds wacky. Um, Bayonet needs guard, and it's. So I think I'm just going to go with it on the dagger, but I'll send you a video or a picture of it
Okay.
tomorrow, and you can
All right.
see. But I'll get their take on it too.
Cool.
But yeah, I had a very productive couple of days. Got that done. I'm almost done that big nickel storm Bowie knife.
Okay.
So now that I did the butt cap and I did some more work on that, now I just have. If I wasn't going to Kelly's, I could probably finish it in the next day or two. Um, Maybe even Wednesday. I'll see, because it's just a bunch of sanding and shit. I have a class Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm.
Damascus class, double Damascus class. So, but I'm looking forward to putting some of the stuff I learned with Morocco to use.
Same student.
Yeah, same student, 4-day class.
Cool.
So he's doing a mosaic and then a kumai.
Nice.
So yeah, and I think we're going to get, it's the kumai. I think we're going to get a little inventive with. We're just doing one of my standard mosaic patterns for the mosaic class, but then I got some ideas for the kumai. Because we got 2 days. 2 days is a long time to do kumai.
You gonna have enough
So
steel?
am I going to have enough steel?
Mm-hmm. You have enough steel for the class?
Yeah, I get all my steel from Maritime Knife Supply.
I was gonna say, because I know where you can go to get it.
Yeah, go see Lawrence, the owner of Lawrence Lake in Washington.
Yeah. Founder. Yep.
If you need hand and material, abrasives, steel, tooling, go get it at Maritime Knife Supply.
I think if you're the first guy to skinny dip in the lake, they name it after you. That's how he did it. He freeballed up in the in the Washington area,
And then
and
they
they
kicked
named
him
it
out of the
after.
US and they sent
Yep,
him to the opposite side of the country in
that's
Canada.
correct. Yep, that's right.
Well, he said
But
there's
yes,
another lake in Alberta that's named after him, so
oh,
also kind of on
he's
the West Coast.
yeah, he's a serial skinny dipper. Oh,
Uh,
that's yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
Anything you need.
speaking of Lawrence, he also put a few more folder things up, and I sent him a couple of weeks ago. I sent him the list of, like, hey, what you need for um, at least a liner lock, and like, hey, you need this for, basically a listing of all the things you need and what the sizes and what they're for. You
Right.
know, you need this drill for this. You need this reamer for this. So that's up on his site that you can download for $0. Just put it in your cart and take a look, and that'll help you guys out if you're interested in folders.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
It's a very cool idea.
yeah, I hope so. Well,
Nice.
help people out. I should put it on my website for $0 too, just to. I just might do the same. In case you're on my website, you can look there too.
Cool.
So,
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Lawrence is also a knife maker. That's why he has everything you need, knows what you need, and if you don't know where to get it, just ask him and he'll track it down. That's the kind of dude he is. It's the awesome service that he brings. But he sent me a video because he's in a similar boat, a lot of work going on, and he said, "No, I took some time off on Friday and headed in the forge and started some Damascus and was sending me some videos and progress pics, and I was super happy for him. So
oh, nice,
yeah, came up with
nice.
some SESs as well. I'll show you
SES.
some S's.
Oh,
His S pattern was very SE.
SE.
He's an essay.
Essay.
Hey, that's a different kind of A. Yeah.
Oh.
So for all your knife making needs, go to Maritime Knife Supply and tell them the boys at Triple T sent you.
And while we're at it, if you need some steel for knife making and you want some of the fanciest steel around, you
Fancy.
should go to Baker Forge and Tool
Mm-hmm.
and get yourself some of their fancy steel. And
Mm-hmm.
this week, if I can find it, Riptide Double Drop.
Mm-hmm.
And it is probably my favorite pattern that they do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the Riptide one, which has like the black in the center with the copper on either side, very cool. So go get yourself some Riptide from Baker Forge and Tool. Use the app to get access to their early drops or early access to their drops. And while you're at it, pick up some gator piss and for the premium etchant for that steel.
That's right.
And soon to be Gator Piss Max for your stainless that they're coming out with. And um, what's the other stuff called?
Heavy.
Heavy. Heavy, yes. For those dark, non 15 and 20 steels that you want to just make dark.
That's right.
Yeah, use the discount
Oh,
code Triple T10. Get some.
10. TTT10. Do it.
Yo.
Yeah. Hey, there's a chance that Tuesday morning there may be some because they said this is a massive drop. So a little more than the average on there. So if you want that OG Riptide Ripple Roll,
Yeah. Hit
go.
pause on this podcast, but make sure you come back
Yep.
and go buy some Baker Forge steel and then come back and listen.
Yep.
Okay, now
Then
that
do
you're
it.
back,
Yep. Welcome back. All four of you.
but you better do it. You better do it quick because that is their most popular pattern. So,
Yes.
even though there's a lot, it'll go quick.
That's right. You can get it at Maritime Knife Supply too
Yeah.
for all these the Canadias. Cool. What do you do
So
for Triple T this week? I didn't
uh,
watch it.
this. Thanks for your support.
I'm so sorry.
This week I showcased the Sand Shark Buddy holders because Kyle sent me a new set that had updated screws or bolt, whatever the little twisty knob things on them. So I
Thanks,
figured
Kyle.
I would do a video on those because I only actually ever did one little Instagram video and a short on them. I never actually did a full video, and wanted to show those off and show people how cool those are, along with, of course, getting a little more airtime on the Sand Shark,
Nice.
and showing people the machine again. But those things are awesome. They let you take all of the the stress off your hands and your arms from like holding the stick and the machine moving against the stick. You just drop the stick in the holder, and there's no back and forth pressure on your arms. So,
Just
but
downward.
yeah, yeah. But Kyle let me know that he had, I think it was the next day, he had like 6 orders for uh, the buddy holders.
Nice.
So he reached out and thanked me for that. So yeah, but that's great. I love to see him making some business, and yeah, it helps us all. So
Yep.
yeah, go get yours from Cage Daily Knives, and look for, just do a search for Sand Shark, and you'll probably find them.
Yep. Do it.
So I got a call from Mr. Mareko the other day,
Wah,
and
wah, wah.
because we talked about, there's one thing that I was really, like I said, there was a bunch of gems from that week, but there was one Damascus process that I was very excited about, and I had talked about it on the podcast last week, and Mareko heard that, and I think he was, before I left, I asked Mareko, I sat him down and said, "Is there anything you don't want me to do a video on or whatever?" And he said, "No, no, no, everything's cool. Just, make sure you credit me." And of course. And I think when he heard my excitement and me talk about it on the podcast, his only, he's like, "Yeah, but I haven't," this is him saying it, "I haven't even made that pattern or that technique myself yet." Um, so he was like, "Oh, maybe I don't want you to do a video on it yet." But he did mention like, "Hey, why don't we do it together?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
good. That was a good callback. So we'll see. Maybe he's gonna come down for a visit, and we'll get him in front of the camera, and we'll get him in a video. We'll make this pattern, and that'll be the showcase for this pattern.
Nice.
So that'll
That
be fun.
that sounds like a better deal
Yeah, yeah, for
for
sure.
both of you. For both of you, for sure.
Absolutely. I'd love to have Mareko in the shop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I told him he's got an open invitation to come down,
Yeah.
and
No callback needed, Morocco. No callback. You're welcome. We'll give you the oh yeah, just for free. You don't gotta come. Oh no, I
uh,
didn't just say that.
but I mean, honestly, I'm probably not ready to do a video on that. I'll be so busy until after Blade Show anyway, so it's not like I was going
Yeah.
to do that video. So, but yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Speaking of Blade Show, what else did we do Saturday?
I don't know. What did we do Saturday?
We booked our flights.
Oh yeah, we did. We did. This is like the cheapest flight we've ever gotten. You
Bro,
know
I
that?
have bad news for you. I texted you, you didn't text me back, so maybe you didn't get it or you just ignored me like you always do. But I got mine for $200 cheaper.
So, what was the total? And did you get to pick your seat?
Yep.
Wow.
$430.
Oh yeah, that's what I got.
No.
Yeah,
No.
430. Mine was like 450.
Mm,
I bought two. Remember? I bought one for me, one for Parker. That's why mine was so much more.
no.
Yeah.
No.
You got yours for $420.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was like
And I
four.
got insurance on one
Yeah,
because I'm not sure about my flight home.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they were both under $200.
yeah. So you got two one-way tickets.
Yes.
Okay. No, the return flight. I mean, mine was a little more, um, but it depending. You might have got a different return. But the
Yeah, yeah.
Sunday,
I'm going to North Carolina.
yeah, the Sunday return is what was cost more. But still, I mean, for 450 or whatever it was, that's cheap. I mean, we paid, well, the one year we paid like fucking $1,100, or no, that was Maker Camp.
No, it was
Um,
both. It was both.
yeah,
The Makers Camp was your payback to me for not pulling the trigger. Because we
but
had a
yeah,
decent deal on flights, and I was like, man, no, no, no. And then we went back, it was like double.
yes.
That was my bad. But the makers camp was all you, Mister. I'm not going.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's because we did the last minute thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's cool. So we got those.
Yeah, but it was weird because you I don't know what you got yours on, but I went straight through the Delta app, and when I was doing round trip, they were like $300-400 a piece.
Yeah. Oh, each trip.
Yeah, like 300 plus,
Wow.
and then like the coming back was like almost $400, and I was like, what the? So I didn't quite figure that out. But I did the one ways, and they were cheaper. I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, so I was on Travelocity, and okay, so this is the fucking scam that the airlines are pulling now. So now I looked it up, and I could not believe this. It was $240. That return flight, when I showed it to you, $240 return from Atlanta. You just couldn't pick your seats. And it's not like you could pay like, because a lot of times you can pay like $50 to, you know, no. You had to go to the next. This is their scam now. You have to go to the next one. It was $130 extra to pick seats.
Hmm.
And that's what brought it to 400 and whatever it was, $430 a piece. Because I was like, no way, I'm picking seats. That's fucking ridiculous. So, because I'm not doing a 5-hour flight in a middle seat, especially a red eye.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Agreed. But anyways,
Yeah. But I mean, for whatever, $820 for, or 840, sorry, $840 for Parker and I, that's pretty good.
yeah,
And we already got our hotel. So, yeah, we're all set for Blade Show.
yeah, stoked.
Yeah. And I'm actually feeling pretty good about Blade Show as far as progress. Like I said, I'll be done that buoy in the next couple of days. Then I'm trying to finish the dagger this month. So I got whatever, 3 weeks or something, almost 4 weeks to do the dagger. And then then I got May to do the 3 folders that I want to do.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think I'm on track for what I want to get done,
Very cool.
which
That
makes
makes
me
one of
happy.
us.
Yeah, you got to get that you
Done.
got the handle, you got to get that one done.
Yep.
Are you close
Yep.
on that one?
Mm-hmm. I just got to do the handle. Glue it up.
You just glue it, right? That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't you have shaping to do, or shaped it already?
No. I do the handle and then glue up. That's it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
all right.
So yeah, I'll do it. I got a couple more things that are almost there that I'll finish up. So hopefully after this weekend, this will be pretty much the last thing that I really have going. That'll be in the way. I got a golf tournament on Saturday. And then Sunday, I think Jeff and I are going to get together and make some more progress on the press build. But I'm going to get in the shop probably Thursday, I'm thinking, this week, just a couple hours in the evening. And I'll do some stuff on Sunday too. So forcing myself to get out there and do. I hate to say that I'm forcing myself, but I'm going to make the time and no excuses to get out there and get some progress on something. I mean, there was a while back where I would be like, just an hour a day, if I could just, that adds up to 7 hours in the week if that's all you do, and it always turns into more,
Yep.
but just getting out there. So, but yeah, so that's the plan this week. And then hopefully that gets the bug going, because after forging with Micah, I got that feather billet too that he's supposed to be sending.
Oh yeah,
So and I want to forge that too.
yeah,
Forge the tip in, and or rough to shape anyways, and figure that out. So
yeah. That'd be good. And yeah, like even if getting out there is the hardest part,
yeah,
maybe you should set yourself some goals. You want to
Yep.
get
Yep.
this done by this time, and
Yep.
yeah.
I did that last week. Because Thursdays kind of like my freest day, but then I didn't get out of the office until like fucking 7 o'clock. So shit happens, but it is what it is. But this week is we're getting back in the groove and we'll be on track here.
Get after it.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's getting after it?
Tell me.
Frank, Two Bastards. He's
He
always
does.
getting after it.
I was getting after it with my fat peen this weekend. I was
Yeah.
beating my peen all for like an hour straight.
In fact, we needed a fatter peen for a little while.
Yeah,
Remember, you were using that skinny peen, and we
I
needed a
had.
fatter
Yep,
peen.
yep. I had to call in the big dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's the right peen for every scene, but it generally, fat's where it's at. So
After all of that, if you need a high quality hammer, go check out Frank at Two Bastards, Texas Smithy and Supplies. He will hook you up. He's got all the peens. But go get yourself a cross peen, straight peen, or just a regular rounding hammer. He's got them all.
yeah,
Go talk to
diagonal.
him. Tell him the boys at Triple T sent you.
Yeah, and he's got the Lost Bastards hammering happening in a little bit as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, isn't
Uh,
Texas Select this weekend, or was it
I
this
think it
weekend?
was this
Yeah,
weekend.
this past weekend. Yeah, I remember seeing a bunch of posts about
Yeah.
it, so I know he was there. So
Uh-huh.
hopefully the boys did well at that show. We know a
Yeah.
few guys there. Was
That's
Micah at
right.
that show?
Yeah, he was supposed to be doing. Oh no, he's going to be at this one.
Yeah, the
He did
Lost
not. He did
Bastards.
not do this one. He had a like a wedding or something to go to, so
Ah,
he didn't make this one. But yeah, May 3rd in Gainesville, Texas, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Limited tickets available, but yeah, you can see Micah Dunn do a forging a chef knife demo. Eric Rivers will be out there. Neil Warren's going to be sculpting handles, and Sarah Hubbard and Terry Dunn are doing a
nice.
glue up for multi-piece scales too. So looks like a fun day there out at the Lost Bastards Hammer Inn, May 3rd, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're out there, go get it.
Very cool.
Yeah, nice.
Well, while we're at it, let's finish paying off the bills here.
Sure.
Um,
I got your message, Travis. All good. But if you're looking for some premium wax, not just some regular wax, some premium wax, you need to go check out our buddy Travis Haynes at pelicanpaste.com, Pelican Paste on Instagram for all your waxy needs. He's got hard wax, soft wax, Pelican oil, hand solve, hand soap, custom tins for your orders that you can go out with some small. I can't remember the size of those, but it's enough. Uh, and he'll customize laser your logo on the tins there. But all kinds of uses for that Pelican paste, and Dennis and I's go-to for everything that we finish up. So load up that cart, use the discount code triple T10. That's TTT10, not triple T, but TTT, TTT 10 for 10% off your next purchase.
that's right. That reminded me of two things. One,
Whoa. Wait a minute.
what do you mean? Whoa, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Time out. We went through a Two Bastards Hammer ad read, and not one of us said, ain't it grand to have a fat
Fat
peen
peen
in your
in your
hand?
hand.
Whoa, that's criminal.
Yeah. Well, that was one of my two things.
Thank you. All right.
The other thing is, speaking of Blade Show, um, I'm thinking I'm gonna do the scavenger hunt again this year. I think everyone had a good time doing that last year, so yeah, I'm either that or I come up with something different. But I don't know if I'm gonna do like the letters and like the track stuff down. Maybe I'll come up with a different idea. So if any of you have any bright ideas, I'm all ears for something fun it's got to be search roam around Blade Show esque. But you got any ideas? Drop me a line. And I know that doesn't mean you get to cheat, but yeah, unless Jerid has any bright ideas. But that's rare.
Drop you a line? How old are you, dude? Drop you a line?
That means send me a message.
Hit me.
Hit me up.
Sneak up in my DMs. This is old man Tyrell. Drop me a line. Hey, drop me a line out there. Wow.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Y'all gotta do a scavenger hunt. Drop me a line. You can page me if you.
Boring.
Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny. I forgot you were there. Dude, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. Can I get a moment of silence for Val?
The Iceman.
Yes. It's Doc. 100% Doc.
Iceman.
Doc Holliday. Fuck off. Iceman is number 2 to Doc Holliday. One of the most repeatable line movies ever, Tombstone, and predominantly all of them are Val.
Yeah. He's a good dude.
Sucks.
Good actor.
Yeah, that was shitty news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace, Val.
R.I.P. baby. R.I.P.
Hey, let's do some maker spotlight because there's one I want to talk about.
Okay, we'll go. I love it.
So my maker spotlight is someone I've known in the YouTube scene for a while. I don't remember. He's been in the challenges since early on because I stumbled across his channel, and it used to be DB Craft World. Okay, that used to be his YouTube channel, and then he changed it to and DB is because his name is David. I forget his last name, starts with B. And he changed it to Dark Blade Knives because DB he wanted to get away from the craft world. So dark_blade_knives. And he go check him out on Instagram. He makes some really cool, like I just love the shape of his handle and like the way his handle flows. Really, really cool. He's got a bunch of pictures of this copper buoy, I guess, the only thing I could call it, that he's making. He's making for a little while. And David got out of it. I think he lost his shop. He's from Poland and kind of lost his shop and whatever, had to move. And he just recently, I think in the past few months, got back into it. But he's coming to Blade Show.
Nice.
And he's got a table. And I said, "Oh, what's your table?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't quite remember. I think it's 23-0." And I'm like, "No, it's not. My table is 23-0." and he looked a little stunned and he's like, "Wait a second." He was like, "Oh no, it's 24-0." I'm like, "You're going to be facing my table." I'm like, how much of a coincidence is that? We're going to be staring at David the whole time. His table is going to be directly in front of us.
Oh, that's a trip.
Yeah.
Wasn't that behind us though?
No, sorry. He's going to be 22-0. Sorry, 22.
22.
Yeah, 22-0. He's going to be the one because 24 is
Holland
Anvil. Yeah, he's going to be 22. So he's directly in front of us.
Nice.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a newbie next to us too, where Seth is, because I think Seth is moving.
He's not.
He's not moving.
Sorry. I thought I looked it up, but I was still looking at last year's. They hadn't updated the list. They may have by now.
Yeah, he's moving somewhere else. But yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, I got to
be cool.
Look at the list and check who our neighbors are.
Yeah,
but I wonder if Mark Basterds is coming back. He said he was, but
yeah, I think so. That was a cool dude. We got a good group of people around us. That's cool.
Yeah, with Greg and Hobie behind us, and we got the little horse Eaton and Black Horse Forge over there, and we had a bunch of
Eric.
Eric,
Yeah.
Grainier,
Grainier.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kitty Crone, like from
Yep.
us. So yeah, I love all the guys around us.
Yep.
But in fact, whoever was in David's place last year, like did not. And that's what I told them. I said, definitely you're going to do better than who was there last year and who was there the year before, because I don't think they sold anything different. Both different tables the last 2 years, and the guys in front of us never seemed to do that well. So hopefully it's
because there's two bubbly personalities across the hall just hogging up all the attention.
damn right.
Uh,
All right.
Well, at any rate, that dude, what's his name?
David Baranowski is what the
David
DB
Baranowski.
is.
Yes, I must agree. He's got 613 followers.
Yep.
That needs to change.
Yeah. He's much bigger on YouTube, but I don't think he's going to do. He said he's not sure he's going to do YouTube much anymore. But really cool shaped knives. I love his handles.
Yeah, dude. We kind of glossed over it with all the other mumbo jumbo, but yeah, dude does just killer stuff. Very unique.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. A little more on the fantasy side kind of thing. Like they have a more of a fantasy feel to me, which is cool. I love that.
Yeah. Very cool. It's a good one. I thought there's another. I almost feel bad about saying it, but there's another YouTube channel that I can't remember the name that started popping up in my feed not too long ago. But I can't remember it. But he's way cooler than my buddy. Yeah. It's a smaller channel, but he's just really, he makes Damascus and, teaches people all kinds of things. Yeah. He's really cool.
I can't tell if you're trying to be funny or
I can't remember his fucking name, so I'm like half talking shit and trying to be funny. Yeah, so it can't all be gems, dude. Jeez.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was the only gem.
Right.
Well, I
All right.
already forgot what we were going to name this episode.
The shitting in silence, or
Oh yes,
the sound of shitting in silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay. Anyways, what are we doing? Oh, Maker Spotlight. So I have been following this woman for a while, for a long time, and I have always liked what she does. She's like, makes jewelry, leather, does a lot of file works on her knives, but always just real unique stuff, and just staying constantly busy. Um, this is the bladed broad, because I was looking for bladed broad and I couldn't find her forever. But this is Kimberly Mitchell. I believe she's out of Arizona. I'm maybe making that up, but I think that's where she's at. She's got a lot of 22,000 followers. But what does her bio say? Knife and jewelry maker. But yeah, really good follow. Does a lot of cool stuff. And I think if you're not following her, you should go check her out and follow her. I'm scrolling right now. I'm in the death scroll. Just all kinds of cool stuff here.
yeah.
Those
And when I see, every time I see her name, there was a Canadian rock, in the probably the 80s and 90s, rock artist. Her name was Kim Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
So every time I see her name, I'm like, oh, it's Kim Mitchell. It's the singer.
Yeah. Like I don't the file work that she does is really good.
Yeah, she does a lot. She's known for file work. She does a lot of file work. Yeah,
and
she got some nice stuff. Yeah, I've been following her for a long time.
Yeah, same here. But I've been meaning to shout her out, and here it is. This is the week. So Kimberly Mitchell, the Bladed Broad. That's the Bladed Broad on Instagram, and there's some Etsy stuff too there. So go check her out.
Yeah, and I know she's rocking a house-made grinder because I know at one
Yeah.
point Brian had
That's right.
sent her a grinder. So
Yep, that
yeah,
is right. So
yeah,
cool.
cool.
Yep. What else?
Do you know what Triple T is going to be this week?
Tell me.
I know you're
Go
excited.
go off the dome.
It's going to be on
Do you know that
Doming.
term?
No,
Go off the dome.
off the dome. Is that like a sex term or?
No. Well, yes, but no. Ironically, yes, but no.
Well, no. Explain to me. What does that mean?
Off the dome is when a rapper just freestyles, when you're just coming off the dome.
What's the dome reference?
Brain, the head, off the head,
Oh,
which is why
dome.
there's that other
Oh.
reference that but anyways,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, this is about doming pins,
Oh.
and peening pins,
Dome
your pins.
it, yeah, dome it down here a bit, buddy. Come on.
Because I had to do that for the frame handled Bowie knife, so I figured I would do a little video on doming pins, which is really cool. And I think there's a lot of technique involved and a lot of little steps to do that properly, which I learned from Dave. Um, so Dave Lish. So I thought I would pass it on to folks and show you how to dome pins properly. Hopefully I did it properly. But come to Blade Show and you'll see the frame handle buoy that I did, and you can tell me. But check it
I
out.
Yeah, not to cut you off here, but I just did, so deal with it. The I was really amazed that you told me how long that took to do
Yeah,
those.
it
And
did.
I don't know if it's because you sucked at it, or it was your first time, or can you get faster, or is that just about like it's a
I think I
laborious process?
I think it's. I'm sure people are better at it,
Yeah,
but you could do it quicker. But you could also suck at it,
suck at
or
it,
you could risk because
messing it up.
you don't want to, because this is one of those, like, there's no going back, right? Like once you peen that pin, it's locked in place. Okay, like, so the first step is you peen the pin and then you dome over the top of the pin, but
Okay,
once the pin is peened in place, you're not getting it out. So if you fuck it up, you're done. Or you accidentally hammer into the wood, and like there's a whole bunch of things that can go wrong, and so that's why you want to take your time and do it right.
I may watch this video. This sounds interesting.
And again, it's not for everyone. It's not very often that you're going to peen pins on this kind of construction, whether they're 16th inch pins and you're doming the head really because it looks nice. I don't think there's some guys will tell you, oh, I peen my pins because it's like the best. It gives you a mechanical, and it does. It gives you a mechanical hold, but that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it because it looks cool.
Okay, I like it. I'm interested. I will watch this one.
Yeah, it always intimidated me, so I'm not intimidated anymore.
Okay, there you go.
And then maybe the week later, I'm very excited about my next video because it's another thing that I've always been intimidated by. And it was Rick, our friend Rick Hall, who reached out to me the other day and showed me, he just sent me a picture and he said, look at this. And it was his logo in gold. And how
Yes.
to electroplate either gold, silver, gold, nickel, or copper, electroplate. And I'm interested mostly to do it in a logo or in my maker's mark, because just doing this Kumai Bowie knife, yes, I lasered on my logo, but a lasered on logo over top of Damascus,
It's
it never comes out you
It
know,
doesn't pop. Yeah.
it doesn't pop.
Yeah.
But if I could have done that and electroplated it with copper, so the whole logo was in copper, man, it would have popped.
Go ahead. You can do it. You can do the call.
The call.
Yeah, the call.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, you ate a fucking cock and balls, dude. Like, what are you? You're progressing in to being a little more loose and less rigid and more, I'm Denis Tyrell, dude. Hit me with the fucking, oh yeah.
That's not what I said. That's Jerid. Oh yeah.
Dude, that was good. Do it again.
No.
Oh yeah. But that's what the copper plating would make. That's how it would make me feel.
It's going to be more of a, oh yeah.
No, that's
a
super
Barry
Canadian.
White. Oh yeah.
That's so Canadian, dude. Get out of here. Oh yeah.
No, I said Barry White, not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing though. It's like dropping a line, dude. Just get out of here.
But I'm excited to try this out. I've just spent $400 and some at Rio Grande today, ordering all the electroplating stuff. So
yeah, you figured it out. You got a hold of them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I already knew what I needed. I just,
you couldn't order it. Yeah, you were bitching and moaning about how stupid the site was and how dumb they were. And
yes, there's something wrong with their website. There's like a couple of their things that have like chemical in them that I don't know. It's stupid. Their website's broken. I called them, ordered it, no problem. I just couldn't order it on the website.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
All right.
But I'm excited. So maybe next week's video or the week after, one of those two. And I made you a couple of videos, one on, actually, I don't know, a couple of videos because it's all the same, but just a different chemical. But I'll do some testing. And I also think it would be really cool to do one in nickel, because you don't always want to do one with copper or gold. You've got just a straight kind of a nickel Damascus and you just want it shiny. It would be cool to do that Maker's Mark in
I like where you're going.
Yeah.
I like where you're going. Good idea, Rick.
Ordered all three: nickel, copper, and gold. It was the gold one that was expensive though.
Yeah.
So
tag along Tyrell doing his thing.
I'm sure he's going to bring that knife actually tomorrow. So I want to see the how nice the gold is in the on the knife that he did. Nice. Look good in the picture, but so stay tuned. I think that's going to be a popular video. I think a lot of people are going to want to watch that.
Yeah, I'm interested in that one too.
Yep.
All
right, man. Hey, we got one more bill to pay.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, where's my paring knife?
Yeah. About that.
You
know what else? You know what else it is? I knew I was gonna forget the laser and the filter, so I had one of the best ADD episodes ever. Denis and I we forge a knife, we call it quits, we go upstairs, we're like, all right, dude, this thing's been here for a long time. Let's get this figured out. He's hooking me up with this filter for the laser. And we just needed to make sure that the hose connection fit, the pieces. And we walk upstairs, do our thing, do our plane tickets, and he pulls out his hose and it fits. Yeah. And it's not even a big deal. So he's got this thing in this big ass box, right? Like a giant box. It's so unnecessary for what's inside of there. And
that's what they shipped it to me in.
I get it. So I'm like, all right, okay. So he's like really proud of himself because he's gonna send me home with this giant box. That's
I bet I've been dying to get out of my office.
So I got it out of his office.
So my wife tripped on it coming in the door. You're not her favorite anymore, by the way.
Yeah, right. That's not happening. I'll blame it on you. Yeah. Kim, it was not my fault. Denis. Yeah. Anyways. We put it in front of the door on the inside of the house, and we go out in the shop, and I grab all my shit and I leave. I get on my way home is a couple of lights, and then I'm on a 2-lane road through a mountain, and you ain't turning around. And he texts me just as I got past the light for the 2-lane road. He's like, "You forgot the laser, you dumbass." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's my fault." But
Feel free to pick it up anytime this week.
yeah, so I will, and I'll bring you your paring knife as well.
Yeah, damn right.
But that paring knife has some awesome scales on there, and I think if you're interested in some awesome scales, you could go check out Rock Solid Scales. They have the Grip Tech, the premier grippy grip handle material on the market right now, as well as stabilized other epoxy resin stuff too. But go check out Matt over at Rock Solid Scales. You can load up your cart with a bunch of handle material and use the discount code TT10 for 10% off. That's TTT10. And yeah, get it done
I'm looking forward to using this knife.
one day.
Actually, it's for Kim. I'm sure she's going to use it because she likes small knives, and
I make small knives.
that's her jam.
Yeah. She could. Oh man, I should have bedazzled it a little more, but yeah.
Yes, bedazzle it. Get some Schwarzkopf crystals or something.
Something. It ain't gonna be fucking fancy enough. I'll tell you that. She'll fancy you up, one up on the fancy every time.
Well, she likes to do that diamond art. Maybe she'll put some diamond art on it.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. Well, my final thing is a not the best thing in the world, but I do need to just for my own heart. This Sunday we finally had the service for my grandmother, and we had a beautiful celebration of life for her. Really difficult day. She's missed dearly by many people, and our family is. I don't know that any of them listen here, but at any rate, you know, we're eternally grateful for all the support and love that you guys showed, and taking the time out of your day to celebrate a beautiful woman's life who was important to many people and the center of our family, man. So her loss is felt greatly, and you know, it's weird, Dennis. Like I suck at funerals in general, right? Like if I go to a funeral, I'm probably gonna cry because I'll look at somebody who's feeling that loss, you know, more.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no problem with that. That's that empathy is a gift and ability to touch, you know, to get in touch with your feelings and feel for another human being. But this was this is a difficult one, man. And after a weird situation with how long it's been since she passed in September, but you know, it all worked out good. But yeah, it kind of brings all of those uncomfortable feelings to the surface, and but at the same time, you know, I like to think of it as you know, just the process of healing. But what I get to practice more so than anything with this is that, you know, it's not it's a gone not forgotten type thing, that cliche, but in the truest form, you know. So I love you, Grandma. I miss you, and so does our family. And I just journey on. So, anyways, enough with that. But that was a really, 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 really beautiful, shitty day. That's all I could. You know, the best way I can describe it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm very grateful for everybody that showed up and for all the love and support that people have shown. So, thank you.
Well, it was good. You got to celebrate her life and see the whole family and everyone got together. So
Yeah,
that's good.
my wife put this beautiful like video montage thing together, and yeah, it was crazy. I'll tell you what though, you know, on a little lighter note, I've been all kinds of sizes over the years. I was watching this thing like when I don't know when's the last time you saw Jerid, but Jerid's like a splitting image of me when I was 16, just a skin and bones rail. You know, for a lot. And then, you know, there's like fucking the guy that ate 3 of those Jerid. there was a video in there of me at my like all-time biggest, bro. I was just like, and then I was like, I was wearing this giant green A shirt, like, and it must have been like size like fucking 10X or something. Like, I was like, I can't even express it. I'm gonna find it. I'll show you just so we can laugh together. But yeah, this dude in this video was just gigantic. And then there's like smaller Jerid, and then like a little chunkier Jerid, and the smaller Jerid. And I've fluctuated quite a bit here, but so anyways.
I've seen a couple old pictures of you that I found quite entertaining. But
yeah, there was a phase there right before I fucking ate myself blind. That was a legend. I was a biggin. So if you think I'm big now, yeah.
I see one thing left in your notes that you didn't cover that says, "I ain't doing taxes."
I'm lying. I'm trying to be a badass and show off.
I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not doing taxes on time, but
that means Lynn's doing taxes and you're not doing them. Is that what that means?
We like to push the envelope over here in the Sandoval house, I think we probably have an appointment on Friday afternoon or something, or maybe even I don't know. When is the 15th?
Next week.
Next Tuesday. So I probably have one on Monday. To be honest with you,
man, you do like cutting it close.
I have an accountant, but we
don't you just send them all your shit?
Yeah.
I heard you don't even like. You just literally send him crap and make him go through it. At least I organize it. I send her like a summary spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's same thing.
No.
It's just
you made it sound like you're an animal and you just send her a bunch of raw shit.
No, it's pretty straightforward. It's just I don't have much, So for my other gig, I have my regular poverty taxes that I end up paying $1 billion on. So
yeah,
and then I have my other gig in Echo Blades, and it's a lot of money out. I'll tell you that. Not much coming in.
Well, that means you better get your ass in the shop.
That's right.
You gonna have some knives for Blade Show?
Yeah.
All right.
100%.
It better not be that paring knife, or you're a dead man.
It won't be that one.
All right.
It won't be that one. But that's it. Love you, Grandma. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.
All right. Later.
I'm eating licorice because that's professional.
You suck!
And our theme song was ripped off again by a fucking mattress company now. So I don't know. Olive Garden mattress company. Like Denis sends me this picture, and then he's like, or Real is like, what the fuck? I watched it 3 times, and I'm like, what am I? Oh my god, these thieves! And then I got tired and I ordered one. No, but all right, that's a wrap.
Bye-bye.